My name's Gary Newton, and I've managed over 700 estate sales. I'm absolutely detail-oriented, maniac, type A, but that's what it takes. It's exciting. Typically, our job is, after someone's downsizing or they're changing homes, we sell everything to the walls, we leave the house empty and clean. You take everything that you want with you, the things you want to keep, and you leave everything else behind. We're just as happy to sell the fine art and the expensive furniture as we are the snow shovel and the welcome mat. We sell food, and the Frasers will be here tomorrow, and they will come in with their shopping list and say, we need Spam, 50 cents. That's a good price for Spam.
And chili. I've never had Spam.
In Maui, at McDonald's, Spam, eggs, and rice in McDonald's. It's an amazing breakfast.
Sounds like clown food.
When we get that first phone call, it's usually one of the 4 Ds: death, downsizing, divorce, or we have to throw dysfunction in there too. A lot of these people have been collectors who just couldn't stop. Read any good books lately?
This is the train room where Irv collected all his paraphernalia.
Portable. Wow.
So the guy never found a Hot Wheel that didn't suit his collection.
Good morning, Peerless Estate Sales. This is Allison.
With my team of 8 very talented, highly skilled people, we liquidate 70 houses a year.
It's just one of those little things you find down in the basement somewhere in a house, and people didn't even know they had it. You know, we all just pitch in and do various things, but I mainly do the pricing.
Al Carter. Al Carter is gold.
It's either ivory or bone. Nice violin.
He's a good old boy from the South, educated man.
It's not a Stradivarius copy.
You know, Al is our generalist appraiser. He specializes in collectibles, collectible glass, and Pacific Northwest artists.
What's in the cupboard? Oh, wow. This is Murano glass, made in Murano, Italy. It's not lead crystal, it's glass.
Edison home phonograph.
That would go probably in the area of $800. Oh, wow. Well, this makes the sale worthwhile in itself.
Yeah, it's the beginning.
I wish you were this charming every day, Gary. I'm here just to give Gary shit.
She's always late. She's never time. All right, Susan, come on. She's at home. I just got up.
I work for this very high-strung individual. Gary, come on, help me. We don't have time.
She's
to,
a born and bred New Yorker, extremely
That's clean.
talented, very creative. She is the creative genius of our team, aside from me. Yeah. Can you tell me, what do you think of that?
It's awesome.
Yeah, 24 or is it 16?
35.
Oof, 29. Pricing is all about finding the right price. Okay, here's a unique thing. We've never seen it before. It's handmade. You know, it's got a manufactured base, but it's pincushion. It's cute. You love pincushions, so her opinion is biased to start with. Yeah. But she's not the only person on the planet who collects pincushions. Yeah. We know what things have sold for in the past. We know why they haven't sold. We'll sell 3,000 things at this house this week. I did 2,000 last week. We did 2,000 the week before. This is just a database. We constantly have a database going. But crown's very special, so that's a fun piece. We don't get a crown every week, so we kind of had to talk about the price, and I think we got it right. If it was signed by a designer, it would be a lot more important. They're rhinestones, they're not Austrian crystal, but rarely do you get one. I get this from Susan. I get these ideas from you. Candles, 25 cents a piece, maybe if you tried to price them individually. The tea towel, couldn't sell it by itself, couldn't get 50 cents for it. But it's pink and white, so you do pink and white, package it all together, someone will pay $4.50 for this tomorrow. This is what we're road testing this week. We're road testing stamps. You can't, stamps is impossible to sell. They're not impossible to sell, but everybody thinks there's stamp collectors out there. But we've repackaged them, so dress up a letter with vintage stamps, and it's our idea. And we branded this. I mean, I didn't brand it, but I'm branding the idea of using vintage stamps instead of regular postage to write a handwritten letter. Someone will buy this, and you can watch them tomorrow because it's cute. Where's Susan? Where's Susan? Why do people need us to handle an estate sale? Because it's overwhelming. They don't know what's sellable or how to price things. We do. There is no maybe pile. We're able to walk in every Monday morning and start a new project, sorting through the basement and the attic and somebody else's kitchen cabinets, and make decisions about things based on their condition, quality, and sellability. According to today's appointment folder, the house we're going to visit is full to the brim. The man passed away. So tell me a little bit about your situation. You're in transition now.
Yes, my partner Herb just passed away March the 4th. I need to have an estate sale and clear the deck.
I have never seen a set like this.
Turn of the century.
Yes, late Victorian.
The stereoptic cards have been with us for about 170 years. In the Victorian time, every parlor had a stereoptic viewer along with the cards, and it was a favorite pastime. And they were popular up until about 1930. And then in 1938, the Viewmaster in Beaverton, Oregon started with the stereoptic cards, sort of the same idea, in a wheel. And I'm sure you've all seen those, and those continued on up until the 1980s. Those in themselves are very highly collectible. The stereoptic cards range in value of anywhere from $3 up into the thousands of dollars.
Unusually, in this case, the first thing we saw is actually the most valuable thing in the house. So it would be this card catalog of stereo optic cards. So we've talked about the price, and what Mr. Carter ended up doing was going through on a piece-by-piece basis to pull out the ones that are the most valuable, and we're going to sell them online piece by piece.
In here we have a mixture of stuff.
Postcards, very exciting. These are great. We look immediately at the condition. If they have stamps, if it's an unused postcard, these have more value aesthetically for the photographs, and the photographs are showing clothing and hairstyles. If you sell them as one big lot, I make one person happy and many people unhappy. If I price them individually and sell them one by one, I make lots of people happy. That's very exciting. Game Monopoly is manufactured back in the 1980s as a novelty item. There are very, very few of them in existence. This one has never been opened. Very unique, special. Don't give that away, and don't open it up.
Watch your step going down there, because it's kind of scary.
Yeah, you can't scare me with a basement, Marlo. I have seen many dirty basements. Wow.
Anyway, this is where Herb's collection really begins.
Well, you win, Marlo. I have never seen a basement quite like this. Hey, look at that.
It's a 1905 Chandler and Price printing press.
It certainly is.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Who is the buyer? The first time I was here, I used the word corporate art. You know, that it's corporate art for a new printing company that wants to have this in their brand new high-tech lobby under a plexiglass case. It's a fabulous piece of art. After learning a little bit more about our printing press we found buried in the basement, turns out it was one of the most interesting things in the house. It was an 8x12 hand-operated letterpress. People restore them for specialty printing jobs, like very expensive wedding invitations that have a look and feel that only a 100-year-old printing press can give them. A book and job printer in Salem, Oregon was founded in 1889 and actually used this printing press, and that company is still in business today. We don't know how long it's been entombed in that basement or how many horses it took to drag it in, but we do know this. It weighs 1,250 pounds, and a solid wall has been put up where a garage door used to be. It's a big job for us, it's a big job for you, and we're gonna do it. We will be here Monday morning to start, and this is as good as done. Week after week, the first 20 people through the door are antiques and collectibles dealers. They're locked in a fierce competition with each other, fighting for the best things at the best prices. We don't give out the address in advance of ourselves. We don't tell our best friends, I don't tell my best customers. My own mother, I don't give the address to in advance. But when push comes to shove, at 6 o'clock we do post the address on our website. But for people who follow us on Twitter, we reward them for following us by giving them a tweet with the address at 5:45, and they have a 15-minute head start to get to the house for their number before the other people get there at 6. But of course, the really, really savvy people are already sitting out front. Send. Thank you.
Sometimes he puts clues in his ads on the internet, but I happen to grow up in this neighborhood. When the ad first came up, he said he had a dumpster just delivered.
I'm just going to keep circling around until I see a big dumpster, and when I see one, I'm going to just swing by because I know what vehicle Gary drives.
We're going to be 1 and 2 in the door, which I think we are. We already have a plan when we get here, who's going which direction.
And get me
so
what
that
items.
we have our bags ready and we go and we just grab, and then we talk about it before we go to the cash register, and then we check out. But we already know
She knows what she's going to get, and I know what I'm going to get. And after we make the big run through the house, we'll meet up later and look through the stuff and make sure it's what we want.
So how many people they let in? It depends what traffic does. If everybody stays right in the front room, 15. All the best things are not in the front room. It's not all valuable, you know, the gold is not in there because we have to get people to disperse through the house. I don't want people just clamoring and filling up the front room. I can't put 15 people in the front room. Good luck, gentlemen. Have fun. I sure hope people come. How are you? Okay, you guys are all numbered. Is there a physical list? Thank you very much. Jeff H, Larry C. Is Larry here this morning? Great. Fred, your number's looking even better. Look at that. We're gonna make a straight line that comes right off this porch and goes down on the street. Well, thank you all very much for coming. I know that you are here for only one thing, and that's the stuff in this house. We're gonna let 25 people in to start, and I know y'all wanna get in. There'll probably be room for us all really quickly. So have fun. Thank you.
Hi there. Where's the casino?
We got a few of them here.
I'll take them for Brad.
Brad, you said?
Yeah, Brad.
Okay, I got these for Brad.
Very much.
Thanks.
Hello.
33 is next.
And your name?
Jeff.
Jeff? Sure.
I'm interested in coins, but there aren't any there. Supposedly there was some there.
I know, on the spinner rack.
Which spinner?
Prices are firm on opening days of the sales. Haggling is exhausting. We don't do it. Lots to see. Customers can leave a written offer on anything priced over $50.
Your total is $39, please.
We'll forget about Nixon, but Ike is good.
Don't.
Okay, well.
It's Elvis. Somebody collects it. I want it. Or else it'll fit right here on the floor.
Yeah. What kind of pack rats?
You guys need to know. Thanks for
Oh,
watching.
thanks.
I just collect. It only comes in. It doesn't. Nothing goes out.
The 2 bags that we bought from him, I don't know how much it is.
We have no clue. We're waiting for
It
the
doesn't
grand
matter,
total.
does it?
We don't care.
So the stuff we're going to sell will make it all profitable.
So this, and that's for you. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
Because it's a good deal and it's awesome, and there's somebody out there who's going to want it a lot more than me, and that's what it's all about.
I'm an antique dealer and I have an antique store, and I'm going to sell it.
Okay. And what's special about it?
Actually, the fabric and her face, and it's a pincushion.
Oh, isn't she cute?
Isn't she great? Yeah, she's great. Oh, I'm probably going to put 65.
Okay.
I got a record player and an amplifier.
Very cool magnifying glass.
So that's 5 at.
I've got a cookbook. It's probably the best one of the whole thing. It's a still sealed Betty Crocker pie cookbook, probably the first edition. It's a very good book. $4. Still sealed with the original tag. You don't ever find them, ever find them like that. I've only found one before that's never been opened. And what will make this rare is we don't know if it's a first edition or the 10th edition. And people will want us to open it to find out, but once you do that, all the value's lost.
Apparently I didn't know all that.
Now you do. And
now I do.
We're educating you.
Shaving gel for me.
This is the last time this will sell for $4.
Do we have a second bag? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And old vintage men's underwear. They don't have the UPC code on them. Very, very popular. Right? How are you doing there? Very
Good.
popular.
I got 'em
And it's not like Hanes or Fruit of the Loom. This is what's called Health Knit. It's not a very popular brand, so it makes it more popular. Probably for $2, they probably sell for $40. So.
Okay, well I'm going to go ring this into
Okay,
with a receipt,
good.
and I'll be right back.
All right.
You don't have to stay online. Oh, please do. Good morning, Marlo. Gary, Peerless Estate Sales. You remember the Victorian cards that were in the entrance in that little cabinet of yours? We sold that over 1,200, just that cabinet. The Pacific pottery vases, you remember those? Those 2 tall urns? Well, they were in wonderful condition, and they sold for $950. Printing press in the basement. We've got 3 people who are interested in that. They will make an offer to you. Remember me picking up that Game Monopoly game upstairs? $129. Do you want to know what it did altogether? A little bit over $19,000. So that's it. And you'll get your check in a couple of weeks. Thank you. You are very welcome. Bye-bye, Marlo. Okay, who's next?